on to the next topic that we have here on the agenda for today's episode. I want to know, and I want to get in a little debate. Or y'all more surprised with Drew Brees' comments on protesting, or Michael Jordan donating $100 million over the next 10 years towards the cause? What surprised y'all more?
Drew Brees' comment a lot.
Yeah, I think we could all. I think I can agree on that.
Yep.
And I'll break it down real, plain and simple for me. Drew Brees, Lil, like we talked about when we had the episode a few days ago on our initial thoughts. Drew Brees is known to be a class act guy that helped out after Hurricane Katrina, gave back to the community, millions of dollars, fundraisers and charities for cancer patients, and all the good stuff he does as a humanitarian. And then for that to happen and him to say that at such a terrible time to say something like that to me surprised me more. Because Michael Jordan, man, I mean, that if his shoe signs it, it's worth like $1 million. So like he has the money to give towards a movement. I am surprised, I will say, that he has come out as much as he has.
Right.
Other than 2016, like Lil, like we talked about, you don't really hear Jordan speaking out on social issues like that. So that does surprise me, but not more than Drew Brees. I mean, this is a guy that's known to be like a class act guy,
And that same Drew Brees that took a knee with his teammates last season about what was going on with social issues. So I don't understand what's going on. Like, it doesn't make no sense. Are you with us or like are you against us? Which one is it?
And that's why I actually respectfully disagree with all three of y'all. Because Zach, I'm pretty sure you're in agreement with Cam and Kenny C. But let me tell you why I disagree. First of all, I'm respectably surprised on both ends. From Drew Brees, when his comments shocked me, and Michael Jordan. But the reason why Michael Jordan shocked me a little bit more was because being African American, I do know that there are a lot of people that are behind closed doors, ignorant people, right? So it didn't shock me that Drew Brees, although he gives out to the community, or those he gives out to charity, that he may have certain ignorance to him, because I find myself being surprised by a lot of people with their statements when I thought they were good guys. So I never really hold Drew Brees to the ultimate pedestal of being a revolutionary for the black community. But with Michael Jordan, who's actually African American, knowing that he doesn't speak out when a lot of these issues go on, Rodney King. I mean, Michael Jordan had a long time. A lot of things happened while Michael Jordan was playing. Right after he retired, to this day, that Michael Jordan could have took the stand and spoke out against, like Rodney King, the riots then. Even with the mayor, when the mayor was running for mayor, obviously we saw in the Last Dance, he didn't speak out, or he didn't, he wasn't on his side endorsing him. So Michael Jordan, there's a lot of catalogs that happen in America in regards to social injustices that Michael Jordan could have stepped on and he didn't touch. So I think that because he donated out of the blue $100 million, I'm not gonna lie, that shocked the hell out of me, because I'm just like, I didn't expect it for Michael Jordan, and if so, I didn't expect this much, $100 million to be sold out of his pocket, even though he has it. Now I know a lot of y'all will point to the fact that Michael Jordan a couple years ago donated $7 million to launch 2 medical clinics in troubled Charlotte communities, but reading that there doesn't strike out social justice to me.
You're right.
At all. It shouts out a donation from the kindness of this brother's heart, but it didn't shout out social injustices, speaking on issues that really plague America on a bigger pedestal. So for him to donate that $100 million, I'm shocked.
Wow.
Yeah, and to go back to Brees, I mean, I like the point that Cam made, because like we literally saw Drew Brees, a white man, kneeling with his black teammates in support of the issue, and then bang, the worst time to say something non-supportive, and he comes out with a statement like, "Oh, it's disrespectful to the flag." What the hell are you thinking, my man?
Right.
Like, and listen, I respect the fact, because it takes a true man to admit to the public eye that you were wrong. So I do respect Drew Brees for coming out and making a statement and then making a video, because like, I mean, we all know he's a genuine guy, so he definitely knows he's screwed up, which is why I'm like, all right, I could maybe forgive this man, but
Exactly.
Still,
Get in
it's just
here,
crazy.
guys.
The initial statement was just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when I first heard the statement, I was the first thing that came to mind was this, right? So Drew Brees, like as Kenny C said, like great guy, did all the great work for New Orleans during the hurricane, all that good stuff. But here's the crazy thing for me, right? Is that Drew Brees has been teammates with Malcolm Jenkins before. I know he just signed with the Saints, and besides Colin Kaepernick, like when you ask most people around the NFL, like who is the number 2 guy that's in front of the BLM movement, it's Malcolm Jenkins. He's done a lot, and he's played with Michael Thomas. He's played with Alvin Kamara for a couple of years now. And once again, like this isn't the first time this issue has popped up. Like that's why I was like a little concerned by the issue. Is that if you were to say this like when Colin Kaepernick first started kneeling and like he screwed up, like all right, yeah, like I get it, like it happens, whatever. But I just feel like there's a time and a place for everything. And when I heard those initial comments, I was just like the people that are saying Drew Brees should retire, I wanted to address that too. Like I just don't agree with that. Like maybe is it going to be a little awkward in the locker room? Yeah, but come on, like the dude's trying to win a Super Bowl. You think he's retiring after one?
They'll push him out of the league.
Yeah, I think Stephen A said that actually, which I was like, all right, like what are we doing here? But at the same time, like it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like for me, if I was Drew Brees, right? I know the backlash on this hasn't been good, but if I'm him, right? It's one thing to get criticized by all these fans saying how dumb you are, but let's just say like a person or two in his locker room was really offended and didn't forgive him. Like that is going to be something that could really affect the Saints' chances this year.
I mean, look at Malcolm Jenkins. He drove the man to tears in that video.
Yeah,
the man actually broke down. So like,
and they're about to be teammates this year. So just
that's rough.
And what about the players that's gonna try to get it hitting? Defenders, defensive linemen.
Someone tweeted out, I think it was Kenny C's boys, Darius Smith. He tweeted out with a picture of the Packers schedule saying, all right, like I'm getting ready for the Saints.
Yeah. Exactly. So, but back to the point that I was making earlier though, as much as I agree with y'all takes, is that it doesn't surprise me because I feel like a lot of people have that same mindset of if it's not affecting me, then I don't, I'm looking at it from a different lens. Right. And I think Drew Brees, although I don't think Drew Brees is racist at all, but I think that he looked at it from a lens that, listen, this is not affecting me. The flag represents my grandfathers who fought in the war, and that's how he perceives it to be. So I'm not shocked. I mean, I was shocked that he said it, but I'm not shocked that he felt that way. I'm more shocked about Michael Jordan donating $100 million over the next 10 years, because one thing we can count on when a lot of these issues happen is that Michael Jordan ain't gonna say nothing, and that's what it is. And that's why LeBron James get a lot of accreditations and accolades, because we all know we can count on LeBron James to say something. Michael Jordan, we not even looking at his Twitter page or his Instagram when something like that is happening. Now, going forward, I may be looking to see what Michael Jordan has to say now. Who knows?
Yeah.